Hello and welcome back if you're returning. If you're new, I'm Steph, and today we have an entirely floor-based practice. We'll be doing all of our poses laying down on our mats. So when you're ready, come and meet me on your back. To begin today, we'll take the soles of the feet to the edges of the mat. Knees are bent, and let the knees fall in towards one another. Maybe they meet. Hands either resting on the belly or hands reaching off to the side, resting on the floor beside the hips. Taking the first few moments of our practice to bring our focus to our breath and beginning to connect to our natural rhythm of breath. Allowing yourself to find ease in the breath and the body, and allowing yourself to relax into the support of the floor beneath you. Let's enjoy one more inhale breath here together and stay for that exhale. Keep the bottoms of the feet where they are. Slowly let the knees rock side to side. The hips may move with you. Starting to find some gentle movement in the hips. We still have the support of the floor underneath us. Take one more either side. And then slowly start to heel toe your feet so they come about hip width apart. Keep your left foot on the mat. Draw your right knee in towards the chest and catch the back of the thigh here. You might interlace the hands to create this little net for the leg to rest in. From here, straighten your right leg. Take your right foot up towards the ceiling. And you can stay here, or you may like to start to find some movement in that ankle. You may draw imaginary circles on your ceiling with the big toe. And if you're taking those circles, just drawing them in the opposite direction now. Slowly let your foot come back to its natural position, and we'll start to point and flex the foot here. So pointing the toes up towards the ceiling to get this beautiful stretch across the front of the foot. And then flexing the toes back down towards the face so that you start to lengthen the back of that right leg. We'll take a few more rounds with the breath and inhale to point the toes up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, flex the toes back towards the face. Let's take 3 more rounds. Inhale to point, exhale to flex. Inhale to point, exhale to flex. Coming into our final round, inhale breath and exhale. As the toes flex back towards the face, let's stay. You might stay here with the hand behind that right thigh. You may be able to slide your hands up the back of the leg. Maybe you can take the hands to the back of the calf. You may even be able to catch your big toe. Be honest about where your hands need to be so that you can get the stretch without straining too much here. This should be a really effortless practice. We still want some sensation in the back of that hamstring, but we don't need to take ourselves all the way to the edge, as sometimes it's called in yin. Enjoying one more deep breath in here and a deep breath out. Keep the flex in that right foot and we'll release the back of the leg so that we can cross that right ankle on top of the left thigh. Pausing here, or right hand comes to the inside of the right thigh, encourage your right knee forward. Or option, bring the left leg in towards the chest, catching the front of the shin or maybe the back of that leg. Again, creating that little net by interlacing the hands together so that the leg can relax into the hands. The back of your head and the back of your shoulders are resting on the floor. And you're breathing into the sensation in the outer right hip. Let's enjoy 2 more rounds of breath here. One more inhale breath together. And exhale. Releasing the left leg if you have it. Place your right foot down on the mat. We'll take those same poses on the second side. Left leg comes in towards the chest, interlacing the hands behind the back of that leg, and then let the leg relax into the hands. We'll slowly start to straighten the leg as best you can. It may not go all the way straight, that's okay. Our goal here is to stretch our hamstring, and that might happen for you without the leg being completely straight. We'll start to find those circles in the ankles, maybe drawing imaginary circles with your big toe on your ceiling, and taking your circles in the opposite direction. The ankle might start to feel a little bit warm here. We'll let the ankle come back into its natural position, and we'll take that point and flex of the foot with the breath. Inhale, toes to the ceiling. Exhale, flex the foot, toes draw back to the face. 4 more with the breath. Inhale, pointing the toes to the ceiling. Exhale, drawing the toes back towards the face. Inhale to point. Exhale to flex. Inhale to point. Exhale, draw the toes back down towards the face. Last round. Inhale, toes to the ceiling. Exhale, flexing the foot, toes draw back towards your face. We stay here. Option hands stay as they are, or if you feel you have a little bit more space to explore, you can slide the hands up the back of the leg. Being mindful you don't lift the low back off of the floor. See if the head and the backs of the shoulders can stay resting on your mat. Settling into that natural rhythm of breath. Easy, effortless inhales and exhales through your nose here. Enjoying 1 more inhale breath together. And staying for that exhale. Coming into our supine figure 4, left ankle places on top of the right thigh. Left hand to the inside of that left leg, or reach the arms to catch the right leg as you bring it in towards the body. We're breathing into the outer left hip here for those 3 rounds of breath. Easy, effortless breaths in. Easy, effortless breaths out. 1 more full round of breath in your own time. And if you have that right leg, we mindfully release. We'll extend both legs straight out in front of us. Reach your arms overhead to find a full body stretch. Fingertips reach back, toes reach forward. Get as long as you can. Beautiful. And then slowly re-bending the knees, bringing the bottoms of the feet to the mat. Heel toe the feet so that the big toes are touching. You can bring your hands back beside the hips. Let your knees open out like a book and heel toe the soles of the feet together so that they're touching and the pinky toe edges of your feet are on the mat. If you need to have a little bit of a play with taking the feet closer towards the body or further away from the body, explore which option feels better for you and then come to land in stillness in your own time. Hands can stay resting on the floor beside the hips, or if you find it helpful to tune into the breath by bringing the palms to rest on your belly, you can tune into that rising of the belly with each breath in and that gentle falling of the belly with each breath out. Stay here as long as you have time to be here for. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. Namaste.